Hey, Mike Healy here, and thank you for watching this video. What I'm going to do is we're going to cover the MyResClub investment opportunity, but I'm going to have the the owner of the company on here. I'm going to take the Zoom that was just done recently, and I'm going to splice this in so you can watch it directly from them. That would be Craig Williamson. He's the gentleman that started MyResClub. He's been doing investment properties for many, many years. You can see the level that we're at, as well as being interviewed by Peter Jensen, who's in charge of our affiliate side. And he's in charge of the global expansion. Now, I want you to pay close attention and listen very close to what they cover or what they talk about with things like they mentioned the in and out play, the Margaritaville potential, the Marriott potential. I mean, think about the fact or the possibility of you being a fractional owner in some of the nicest, most high level properties in the world. And you can actually tell people, or you can actually get your money working for you, that way you can start getting a good return based on what they say. So what I want to do is I'm going to splice it over right now. We're going to just jump right to that. And at the end, I'm going to give you some calls to action. I'm going to give you some ideas what you need to do. So let's jump right into it.
And really it leads into what this call is about tonight. As all of you, Craig and I were talking, and Craig is like so proud of you guys. I mean, I'm like tickled to death because Craig is used to having investors in his company, and not that I'm not used to, being an investor in things, but I'm excited about that we're able to transform the network marketer into an investor, which is really cool because I'm seeing you guys have a different swag. You guys are kind of walking around town like with this different mojo, this different swag about, hey, yeah, like you're an investor. And it's really making a difference in your lives. And I'm super, super proud of you. So what I'm going to do here before I shoot my dog, I'm going to bring on Craig, and we're going to talk about something that I learned about last week. And I shared it on the investor call. And it's something that has really resonated with me big time because of the power of what we're talking about, which is the in and out play. The in and out play is something that's taught in the e-course. That, by the way, is in your back office. It's available for free if you're a $199 travel affiliate, with most of you are. You can access this e-course, but the in and out play, it is going to blow your mind when you understand what the in means and what the out means when it comes to choosing the right property to not only for ResClub to offer to us as ResClub investors, but you have to switch the hat. You have to put on the investor hat and say, all right, I want to learn what Craig is teaching us. So Craig, I'm going to let you come on the line while I take care of my house, my guest here. So Craig Williamson, our founder, our CEO, our leader, the guy who's showing us the pathway. Welcome to the call. But Craig, I'm really excited about the in and out play because when you told me about it, it made perfect sense. The in and the out. Let's talk about that. It's available in the e-course, and let's talk about how it applies really to the ResClub villas and then obviously Margaritaville resorts.
Well, first of all, let me congratulate everybody. I understand that. Look, when I looked at network marketing and got to know a lot of you, I didn't know anything about network marketing, and I didn't know anything about the dynamics of the personalities, and because I hadn't been in it before. But I think that a lot of the skills, most certainly the energy and the relentlessness that it takes to do what you do, transfers perfectly over into the investment and the path to wealth. Those are things that you have to have. What we're going to be doing, and what you're already starting to do, is to just add some tools to your toolkit and learning some new skills, and then just applying, your energy and relentlessness to those skills. So there's a learning process along. You guys all manage your platform, your MLM platform, flawlessly. So the investment platform is just another version of a software program, and kind of get in there sometimes and maybe get in there and play around a little bit. You might want to open up some investments and then cancel them. That's learning to manage that account. But as we go through this now, we're starting to look into the platform and seeing the activity. We can help a lot, and most certainly anybody that has an issue, send an email to invest@resclub.com, and we will white glove you through any issue. But one of the skill sets you're going to want to learn, because you're going to get into other investment platforms as well, once you get once you have that in your blood, investment in your blood, you're going to be doing it. It's a discipline that you need to work on. So that being said, what we've got the opportunity to do, and the other skill set I want to teach is the ability to identify good properties. It's in the book. It's in my first book. It's in the second book. It is literally an institutional approach of due diligence, the way that any big institution looks at property, and the way that they go in and have a full, soup to nuts analysis of every piece of that property. Everything from where it's located to the developer behind it, to the hotel and resort flag, the hotel brand, to the type of construction. All of those things go into it. What is the market average daily rates for equivalent, hotel rooms in the area? All of those things. How many units is it? How many phases is it? All of those things are built into this analysis that you're going to be learning to do as another skill, so that you can be armed with, the weaponry to go out there in that system and look. Now, we're providing properties that we've already, within our platform, within our path, we're providing properties that we've already done this institutional. So we're doing a lot of heavy lifting. But it's important as a skill that you learn to look critically at the properties. It's not always just where you like to go, and it's not always just what you like to see built. And it's not, because you got to look at the marketplace and what is the biggest area of the market like to see in that area. So you take a location like Orlando, that has 70 million people going there every year. It is the Silicon Valley of vacation rental property. It is where all of the new innovations come from. I spent 3 years there studying it for the first book, and selling out a luxury project there, developing and selling out a luxury project there while I was doing that. So one of the main aspects of analysis of a vacation rental property is the location and the actual project itself, not including the unit itself. So let's take the type of unit, whether it's a condo or a home or a townhome, whatever. Let's set that aside, and let's just take a look at what that project is. The way that I look at it, and the way that most institutions will look at it, is they take a look at both these two main components. One is the location. Does the location create a compelling reason to go back every year? Which means on the outside of this project, within striking distance, and striking distance normally is about within 45 minutes. Do you have so many things to do that you couldn't possibly do them all in a week? So if you're a renter, you're going to automatically go back there next year, maybe the year after, maybe the year after that, and favorite for you. That is the best that we can think of, or the best example, Orlando with Universal and Disney as its anchor attractions, and then all of the other things about it that surround those creates an environment on the outside of any resort that has vacation rental homes that creates a situation where you could go there 10 years and never run out of things to do in a 7-day trip.
Wow.
So that's what keeps you coming. One of the things that will keep you coming back.
And that's the out of the in and out.
That's the out. Yeah, that is designated as the outside of the inside-outside play. So what's the inside? The inside is, what are the internal amenities to that property? If you don't want to go anywhere, or is there an adequate array of amenities inside? Everything from tennis courts or pickleball courts.
Thank you.
To golf courses and beaches right there, or a clubhouse with restaurants or retail shops and dining and dancing and entertainment and all of that stuff. That's all the stuff that if you don't want to go out, if you don't want to go anywhere, are you entertained? And so if you take a look at you're going to see many of you are going to see two properties on Thursday that are the perfect example of this. One of them is located within 5 minutes of the gates of Disney, which means it's 10 minutes within the gates of Universal. So the outside is so close to all the outside play, it almost overwhelms anything on the inside. It's that close. So when people go there, and really that's how you market it. You market this property, we'll market for rental the property, the villas, the ResClub villas, as access, easy access, very quick, close to the attractions, the theme parks. The inside of this has, so the outside play of this particular property is close to a 10 as you can get. I don't give anything a 10, but this is a 9 3/4. So because because of what it is.
Let's talk about, you have Universal, SeaWorld, MGM, Disney, Epcot. You've got 45 minutes away is Cape Canaveral. So the striking distance is 45 minutes.
Yep.
You've got Tampa. You can go to the West Coast within an hour. You can go you can go to Daytona within 45 minutes. You're right. So, I mean, it's like the Mecca.
I lived in Orlando for 3 years. There's the top level theme parks, then there's a whole level below that of everything from ice skating rinks to, just all kinds of fun, great stuff to do. There's a street in Orlando that has over 300 restaurants.
Right.
It's just amazing the array of entertainment that you can get.
Golf courses. It's huge.
Gosh, it's incredible. So 5 minutes from where we are going to visit too, Margaritaville is a place that has the top 3 golf courses in the world, all within gates. Reunion Resort has Jack Nicklaus, Tom Watson, and Arnold Palmer golf courses all on the same property. It's the only place in the world. So this is an area where it's very, very. If you take ResClub Villas there, it's a very good outside play, exceptional. The inside play on it, because it's so close to the outside, I don't ding it much for the inside. It's got a wonderful lap pool. It's a very quiet area. It's inside or close to the inside of the land of Disney. The units themselves are 4-bedroom instead of 2-bedroom. It has a clubhouse with a gym in it. So in the inside, it's light on amenities. Doesn't have pickleball or tennis. It doesn't have a golf course, but it's a small project. So the balance on this is very high on outside play and moderate on the inside play. What balances that out further is there's not a bunch of more phases on this. This is going to be 85 units and done, which means your unit's not going to be obsolete when they do the 3rd or 4th or 5th, 100 homes. So there's other things that balance out that little bit of weakness on the inside play, but the footprint of the project doesn't allow it to have too much on the inside. I think they've done the right mix. Now, contrasting that property is a property that's a little farther away from the theme parks, but it is still well within the 45-minute window. It's about 20 minutes to Disney, 15 to 20 to Disney and 20 to 25 of Universal. It is within 30 minutes of just about everything that you're going to want to do on that 2nd tier and 3rd tier of outside attractions on the outside play.
This is ResClub Villas, Craig?
No, this is the second one. So you're going to go from ResClub Villas.
Yeah.
Where the inside play is moderate. It's an 7 or 8. And then, but the outside play is 9 3/4. Right. You're going to go from there. You're going to go to a place called Margaritaville, which is a Buffett-themed project that has the 2nd largest water park in Orlando. It is hundreds of shops and restaurants, and it literally has a beach pool. So sand-edged pool that you can walk into.
Wow.
It is
Wow.
literally like driving into a Caribbean community, like Key West.
Right.
And being there. Jimmy Buffett music playing on every corner. The hotel has a massive 50-foot atrium in the entrance that has the giant ruby red slipper in the front, and it's all this. It's wonderfully themed Jimmy Buffett. And I spent a lot of time on this resort. I was there as they were building it and advised a lot of it on during that process, and was set in literally on construction meetings on this project. And they have done an inside play on Margaritaville, Orlando, beyond anything that I've seen. It is an incredible. Well, I will say that the MGM Grand in City Center in Las Vegas is a little bigger, which one of our advisors actually was the developer on that. But this is an amazing inside play. It's great outside because it's all within 45 minutes. It's a good solid, 9.25 to 9.5 on an outside play because it's close to the outside attraction, and the outside attractions are amazing. And then, but the inside play of this thing is a solid 9.25, 9.5 as well. So you're going to get to see two different things that you need to be thinking critically about. Don't get in the ether of how cool it is. Think about the critical part of it. Because look at the units. Now all of that's done. Now you need to look at the units you're going to see, right? You're going to see, ours, the MyResClub villas that are 4-bedroom, stacked 4 levels high. And
I love it.
But you're going to see this completely themed out units over at Orlando or over at Margaritaville that are coastal design. You're going to see two different kinds of architecture. You're going to see two different kinds of finish. You're going to see all of these things. And what you want to be thinking about is get right into the weeds. Pick it up. You don't need to pick the salesperson apart, but get into the weeds about who would like to stay in one of them. Think about this. Who would like to stay in one of them? Take your own opinions aside and say, who would like to stay in one of them? Who would like to stay in the other? The MyResClub villas play is families, because families with small children. It's all it's mom and dad and 2 or 3 kids and grandma and grandpa all in one unit, and they go to Disney and they're 3 minutes away and they Uber over there, and it's a dream vacation. It's wonderful, and they'll come back every year. But the other one is a little different. You're going to see Margaritaville is a little bit different. It's more adult, although kids will have fun in the water park. It's going to be there's a whole bunch of adult fun in that place, shopping and dining and it is crazy filled on an inside play for Margaret. So those are 2 good examples of what you can see when you're doing analysis of the inside outside play component of the due diligence of looking at a vacation rental property. What does it have for attractions on the outside, and how close are they? And then what are the amenities set on the inside?
Yeah, one of my favorite terms that you've taught me is ADR, the acronym ADR, average daily rate. And the average daily rate really is determined about what the in and the out are of that property. And so let's talk about, just for some of the people that unfortunately won't be at this red carpet. We'll have the next one September 15th. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the matrix of the ADR and how that works in terms of, when you own and you can stay 2 weeks, 4 weeks, you can live there, but how the matrix works on the return on investment.
Considering and doing their due diligence are, what is the market average daily rate of a similar hotel room or vacation home to what you're considering, which is it's a fancy way of saying what do people pay per night when they stay there. Right. That's the ADR. And then what is the annual occupancy expectation? So, and obviously if you've got a pretty high ADR and a 50% or higher occupancy, then you're going to drive some good numbers. Now, all of this is dependent on what you pay. for the project, because it's all based upon what is your income in comparison to what you're paying for the property. So we have an actual, I have an actual formula that we use. That's a small sliver of our overall financial model that we're going to, at some point, that's going to be loaded into an e-course as well. And people can actually, you're going to get a dynamic spreadsheet, a cute little dynamic spreadsheet that you can literally say, okay, I found a place and the market is, $280 ADR per night average, and we can expect a 60% occupancy. Now, and that'll literally give you the return, and you put the price in, what you're paying for it, and it'll literally give you a return of what you can expect annually on that, whether it's 8%, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, whatever it is.
Wow.
It'll give you that. Now, one of the considerations when you're buying as a vacation rental home buyer is how much are you going to use it? Because remember, if it's $300 a night average daily rate and you're going to use it for 6 months, well, take 180 days, 80 nights times 300, and that's what it's costing you. Because when you literally, when you use it, it's not like you get free usage, because when you're using it, you're not getting income. So there's still the mortgage to be paid. There's still the expenses and utilities and taxes and insurance and maintenance and all that to be paid. So it's either you paying it if you're going to be living there like you do your own home, or your renters. So you will want to manage your own usage. This is why having, 10 vacation rental homes or 5 vacation homes is better than having one, because you may spend 2 weeks in each, leaving yourself 50 weeks of rental, where instead of having one where you're taking, you only have 42 weeks left. And the 42 weeks, 50% of that is 21 weeks. So you have to, that's why as you gain more and more units, your ability to vacation longer happens, and it doesn't cost you income on your units.
Yeah. Well, so right here, I want to spend some time with you, Craig, on. So this is our MyResClub Villas. This is the property that we're in here, and this is actually when you're looking at, and you can get to this page right here by going to your back office and clicking on. By the way, we've updated the back office. Craig's book is now there. You can click on there and get the digital book there. You can also get the e-course, which is here. No, the book's here. The e-course is here, and then when you click on this button right here, the 15%, you'll be taken to this, and this brings you right to the crowdfunding engine. This is the actual crowdfunding engine, and we had a lot of people signing up, creating accounts, and it's as simple as clicking on where's my invest button? Clicking on the invest button, and then you would start and create an account for the particular property. Where's my
What you'll be doing is creating a MyResClub investment account that you put your investments into. So then after you've got your MyResClub investment account, you'll be able to go in and add investments to that as you go. And you'll be able to select from all of these. I think we have about 12 up now. We're gonna, by next year, we'll probably have 50 to 60.
Wow.
We have a lot in the pipeline. And we've got some really great product coming in the pipeline. Now, by good product, I mean, look, we've got, we're about to do a joint venture with Marriott. We're working on doing a soft, literally a soft brand of our MyResClub's resorts brand, and start developing, 75 to 80 unit hotels with about 50 homes, branded homes in them. Those are going to be really, really neat deals, because Marriott is going to put it in their Bonvoy system, which has 160 million users.
Right.
So when you're not using it, it will be rented.
Right.
It's great.
So let's take a picture of that real quick. So because if someone's not paying attention, they might have just went over the head. So in the same conversation on the same Zoom call, we've talked about our property, MyResClub Villas, right, in Orlando. We're touring the Margaritaville Resort for a reason. I won't press you if you don't want me to press you on why we're touring that facility. and then we're negotiating a deal with the Marriott, and they have 160 million on their Bonvoy app. So what Craig said, I don't know if you caught this. So if we're in there and you're the vacation property that you own, and I'm going to pick Daryl Porter, because Daryl Porter is a triple threat. He's a Thrive for 5. He's a 3 for free. He's an investor in our company, and that he's got to hit the home run, hit the grand slammy when he's an owner. So Daryl, your property would be in that rental pool of 160 million potential people renting out your unit. That's amazing. Like, I don't know if that went over someone's head, but that's the first time you've said it, and I was like, whoa, wow, well, that's incredible.
And a unit and MyResClub resorts and residences will be included in the offerings in Marriott Bonvoy. So wow. What they have is a program called soft branding, where Marriott has 20 different brands or 50 or whatever it is. And if you want to have your own, you should have them, create your own brand. They will do that on particular cases. Now, we've just brought on, I don't know if anyone's noticed on this website, a gentleman by the name of Tony Dennis. Tony Dennis was with me at Four Seasons. Tony Dennis is a 4th generation hospitality developer out of Toronto, Canada, that is probably kind of the Yoda of hospitality development. He knows everybody in the industry. He was the executive vice president of development for MGM Grand and the City Center project in Las Vegas.
Huge.
The largest mixed hospitality office residential project in the country. He is now coming on with us as our global VP of business development, and he is bringing with him, all of these relationships to MyResClub on that investment side, that now we've got, we're working with companies like Montage, which is a luxury hotel brand, where we have relationships with companies like Bahia Principe out of Spain, relationships with Marriott, and that's not all. I mean, Mandarin Oriental, I could go on and on and on and on and on with the conversations that Tony Dennis is having in regards to MyResClub partnering with these major hotel brands. And so this is big. This is really big. We are on the radar. MyResClub is on the radar of these big hospitality groups. So we're going to have great product. We're going to have the MyResClub brand, but we're also going to have other product with great hotel flags, established hotel flags. What's really cool about this is that now, for instance, Costa Rica, the big project that we're working on, has 3 hotel sites. So let's talk about that. We've got 3 hotel sites on this thing. 2 of them could be a Montage and Pendry, which is the 2 brands from Montage. And the 3rd one could be MyResClub's resort and residences. So ours would be sitting in there clustered with 2 5-star hotel offerings. Same thing with anywhere else we go. We're going to have a boutique location for MyResClub with any other hotel brand we work with.
Well, so what I love about what we're doing, and I got a text from somebody the other day about like that they loved how we're planning for the future. And if you read the note that we have in your presentation that was dated 2021, you talked about the sales forecast for 2021, then you talked about sales forecast for 2022. You just kind of hinted to 2023 about having over 50 plus offerings that you're seeing here. These are some of our offerings. So imagine going to your back office and there's going to be 50 offerings all over the world. And you and I had a talk about a month ago about inventory, and the inventory is adding more properties and more, properties that have the in and out values. And we've had some requests about, doing some some of our internal travel affiliates, which we love you guys and can keep sending in the information, but looking at properties and maybe some projects in North Carolina and some other areas. And Craig, you know what I love about what your side of the fence is. We like you said, you let us run our sales force over here, but you're all about economics on your side. We are too, because we have a model that we run to. But again, as an investor in MyResClub, which I am, it's really comforting to know that you're running a fiduciary, responsible organization, and you're not privy. I'm talking to the sales force here, my teammates here. you're not privy to the calls that I'm on with Craig Daly with our team on the MyResClub side, with the reports that and the flow charts that we're building to facilitate our growth and project into 2023, 24, 25, 26, 27, 20. I mean, Craig has a vision when we're like out like 5, 6, 7, 8 years on some stuff that he's already thinking about. And for me, and I'm just speaking for the team, it's such a breath of fresh air to be in business with someone like you that has the vision, but you have the game plan. And you have us on a pathway to ownership, but the pathway you have the company on is just amazing. And it brings a level of security to all of us. It brings that, like I talked about, it's having a bit, we all have a little bit of a swag back in our step and a sparkle in our eye, because, this industry hasn't been nice to people. Let's just I'll say it nicely, like I just did. And to have real estate involved where it can't be taken away once we own it, and you're providing this pathway for us, it's really a breath of fresh air. And I want to thank you on behalf of the entire team, because I get constant, messages about it, how good they feel about what we're doing, and it's just a true testament to your vision, what we're doing as a company.
Okay, so I told you that I was going to give you some marching orders. So here's what I'm going to tell you to do is there's a link around here, or if somebody shared this with you, make sure that you get back with them and they can set you up. So what you want to do, and this is not a joke, this is a real business, is you want to make sure that you get signed up to be a MyResClub associate or an affiliate as quickly as possible. They're going to give you everything you need. They got replicated web pages, you've got marketing material, you got QR codes to share with people that does the work for you. Basically, you just have to, kind of open your mouth about your enthusiasm with what we have, and the company, the tools that we have will do the majority of the heavy lifting for you, okay? Understand too, that was probably mentioned, is that part of that $199 can actually be part of your investment. Like they actually kind of keep it in an account, so that basically if you decide, hey, I want to be an investor, that maybe you're going to get into something that's $1,000, that $199 will go towards that, which is pretty incredible. Okay, so they've done a really good due diligence and way they put this together for us to go out there and market it. They've made it very simple for us, and the returns are fantastic. But we're looking to really grow this thing. Again, this is a global opportunity. You can get customers in just about every country. Same thing with affiliates, that kind of thing. You can see on our website. But there should be a link below this video if you don't have one already. And also just understand that if you're on our team, my team, I do have some high-level marketing stuff I can get to you as well, so really get this thing rolling. So take that call to action. Don't hesitate. Make your move. Get it done, and we will see you on the other side. Thanks.